The Fogarty Institute for Innovation Health Award laureates. Datadyne.org, Sanusi Dakite, Marc Koska, MedMira, Pesticide Action Network.
Datadyne.org crafted technology so healthcare workers can quickly gather essential public health data. Up-to-date public health statistics are critical for planning medical programs and managing disease outbreaks. But in developing countries, it can take months to years for data collected on paper to be entered into computers for analysis. By then, information is outdated and critical healthcare measures have been delayed. Datadyne developed EpiSurveyor, a free, easy-to-use open-source program that allows healthcare workers to collect and share survey data using their own PDAs or cell phones. The World Health Organization, the Centers for Disease Control, and the American Red Cross use Datadyne software as their technology standard to enable quick assessment of disease outbreaks and proper allocation of life-saving resources.
Sanusi Dakite created technology to dehull fonio, a nutritious grain that can help relieve famine in Africa. In Africa, droughts and poor soil contribute to life-threatening food shortages. Fonio plants thrive in difficult conditions, but hours of tedious labor are required to make the grain edible. So few hungry people tap this valuable food source. Sanusi Dakite invented a machine that reduces the labor needed to remove husks from a kilogram of fonio from over an hour to mere minutes, unlocking a plentiful and affordable staple food that is high in fiber, iron, and protein. By making fonio accessible, Dakite's machine encourages more people to grow and eat the grain, helping to establish food security and alleviate famine in Africa.
Marc Koska developed non-reusable syringe technology to stop the medical transmission of blood-borne diseases. In developing countries, syringes are reused an average of 7 times, often because hospitals unknowingly purchase used products. Needle reuse transmits more than 23 million cases of hepatitis B and C and 250,000 cases of HIV to patients each year. Marc Koska invented a safety syringe that automatically prevents reuse. A fine ring is etched inside the K1 syringe barrel, and a disc on the plunger locks into the ring so that an emptied syringe cannot be reused. The K1 syringe costs the same as standard models, and its design is openly licensed to manufacturers. To date, over 1 billion K1 syringes have been made, saving an estimated 3 million lives.
MedMira invented rapid flow-through technology so that a single test can detect HIV and hepatitis in 3 minutes. HIV and hepatitis are 2 of the world's most devastating diseases, and co-infection is on the rise. If we cannot quickly and accurately determine who is infected and with which diseases, it will be nearly impossible to stop their spread. MedMira invented the only single 3-minute test for HIV and hepatitis B and C. In the test, a drop of blood flows through a membrane where antibodies are revealed by a change of color. The easy-to-use tests let infected people know their status so they can prevent the spread of disease and receive proper treatment. Timely detection is critical in emergencies such as accidental blood contact and during childbirth, when immediate therapy reduces transmission of HIV from mother to child.
the Pesticide Action Network devised air monitoring technology that allows people to detect and fight toxic pesticide exposure. 5 billion pounds of hazardous pesticides are applied to crops each year. The chemicals are a major source of toxic air pollution. As a result, farm workers and others near agricultural sites experience high rates of cancer, asthma, miscarriage, and birth defects. The Pesticide Action Network developed the Drift Catcher, a monitoring system that allows people without scientific training to test their air for pesticides. The device captures airborne pesticides on a resin filter, which is then analyzed in a lab to determine the quantity and types of pesticides present. With these scientific results in hand, vulnerable communities have won legislation to force the use of safer pest management and reduce hazardous exposures.
The Fogarty Institute for Innovation Health Award laureates. Innovators, making a healthier world for everyone.